Alright, and hey guys, so I'm gonna do a really quick tutorial. One of my videos got like 49,000 views on this little kid's crochet hat that I had been working on. So I decided that I was gonna do a little tutorial video in case people kept viewing it because they wanted to make one. This one has 12 rows from 12 rounds from the top to bottom. This one also, this could be like a little kid's Christmas hat. This is one that I made for myself. It has 13 rows and 2 rows of trim. This one also has 13 rows, and this has 1 row. Oh no, it has 2 rows of trim. Well, you could do it with 1 or you could do it with 2. I actually do it with 2 on some, and then on some others I just do 1. And this one's like a medium. It has 14 rows. Like I would say that's a size small with 13 rows as far as like the granny stitch that goes down. And this one would be a medium with 14 rows and 2 rows of trim. And then this one would be like a large with 15 rows. So, you know, think of maybe a men's small and a men's large, or, you know, a woman's size, okay, and then like a kid size. So for the project, you're gonna need a 5.0 millimeter hook for the hat itself. And then for the trim here, you're gonna need a smaller size. I use a 4.25 for that. And then one of my friends wanted me to make her a hat in these colors. So for the sake of her and this tutorial, we'll just go ahead and do this hat for her in these colors. So to start off, some people make a magic ring. I just basically put 2 of my fingers under my yarn, turn, pull through, and I have a loop. So I go ahead and I put that on my hook. Pull my yarn tight. And then I'm going to do a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert my hook through my first chain, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a double crochet into that loop, that center loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that first chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, and then I have my one double crochet right there. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to repeat that 5 more times. So double crochet, double crochet, and a chain 1. Double crochet, and a chain 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do this 2 more times. Okay, now after your last chain 1, you're going to go to the top of that chain 3 that you first did at the beginning. Insert your hook underneath that loop, yarn over, and slip stitch. So you're going to pull through both loops on your hook. Okay, now to get over into the chain space where you need to work through on each round, you're going to be working inside each chain space. I'm just going to go underneath that first double crochet V, the top of it, going underneath my hook. I'm yarning over and I'm doing another slip stitch through. Now once I get to my chain space, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, and single crochet. Now again, for the beginning of each round, you're always going to do a chain 3. It's going to count as 1 double crochet. So for the first round, you're doing 6 clusters of 2 double crochets in a chain space. For the second round, you're going to be doing 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet into each space. So my chain 3 counts as my first double crochet. I yarn over, insert my hook through the chain space, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do 2 more double crochets into that same chain space. Okay, chain 1. So as you can see, my chain 3, a double crochet, a chain 1 space, and 2 more double crochets. Chain 1 again, and repeat this. You're going to do 2 more double crochets, a chain 1, 2 double crochets into each space all the way around. Okay. I've completed my round. I'm going to go ahead and do the same that I did from the previous round and slip stitch through the top of the third chain on chain 3 of the beginning of the round. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch again underneath that first double crochet so I can make it through to the space in between the first stitch there. I'm going to go ahead and do my single crochet in that space. Now for round 3, you're going to do a regular granny square cluster, which is 3 double crochets. So I'm going to chain 3, double crochet in between that space twice, chain 1. Now in between each space, including the space in betweens and the space in the center of those stitches from the second round, you're going to be doing 3 double crochets, a regular granny stitch. Chain 1, and again in between the chain space of that stitch all the way around. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, continuing on with our round 3. I really love this this color variant. I have a few pairs of shorts that I made in different hues of these variants from Red Heart that are on my Etsy shop. I'll actually add the links to the description of my Etsy shop in case anybody wants to buy anything, or if you want to order something, you can send me an email. And if you like this video, then please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. If there's something that you want to learn how to make, let me know your thoughts. I will definitely have enough time with everything going on with coronavirus and staying indoors a lot that I can, or staying out of the public, I should say, that I can make videos now. So I'm finishing my round 3. I'm going to go ahead again and slip stitch through the top of that chain 3 from the beginning of the round and through the next 2 stitches to get to my chain space. I will single crochet into that chain space, and then for round 4 it's going to be 1 granny stitch, 1 set of 3 double crochets, and then 1 of this granny, I would call it maybe a granny V-stitch, where you have 2 double crochets, a chain space, and 2 double crochets. So this one will be 3, this one will be the 2 and the 2, and then the 3, and then the 2 and the 2, all the way around. Every other stitch will be different. So chain 3, 2 double crochets, and a chain 1. Now in my next chain space, I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video really quick, finish this round, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've finished with my 4th round. As you can see, there's a granny square, a V stitch, like granny square stitch, okay, each one all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and again slip stitch through the top of the chain 3 from the beginning of the round and slip stitch over into the next chain space. Single crochet in that chain space and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, round 4. Now round 5, you're going to do a single granny stitch again like we did for round 3 all the way around. Oh, wait. Yeah, don't do like that and skip. So in between, don't forget, in between the V-stitch, you need to do a stitch as well in each chain space throughout the previous row, previous round. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video again and do my clusters of 3 double crochets in each chain space all the way around, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have finished round 5, I'm going to again slip stitch to the top of my chain 3 from the beginning of the round, slip stitch across till I get to the chain space, and then for row 6 I'm going to be doing 5 granny square stitches, or clusters of 3, okay, 5 times, and then I'm going to be doing my granny V-stitch. So first off, I'm going to start off with my chain 3, my 2 double crochets. Oh, if you go too fast, you might kink up your yarn, so just be careful. Chain 1, that's 4, and then 5. So 5 granny stitches, chain 1, and then my V-stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1 space. And I hate how I go too fast. Let me redo that stitch. Two double crochets, a chain 1 space, and again 2 double crochets in that same chain space. And then I'm going to repeat all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and do another 5 granny stitches and a V-stitch all the way around. So I'll do that and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I finished my row 6, or my round 6. I end up with my last stitch being a V-stitch, okay? I'm gonna slip stitch through the top of the chain 3 from this round. And now again, for a children's size hat, you would probably do like what I've done is 12 rounds before my brim. For a size small, like for myself, I do 13 and my brim. For a medium, if I maybe wanted to go a little bit lower and cover my ears completely, I would do 14 rounds of my stitches. And for a men's, I would do like 14 to 15 stitches, or 14 to 15 rounds for the hat. So once you've done your 6 rounds, 7 through 15 or 7 through 14 or 7 through 13, the rest of the rows are the rounds are only granny stitches. So you're only going to do a cluster 3 granny stitch in between each chain space. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this hat, and I will be back when I'm ready to show you guys how to do the front post, back post trim of the hat. Okay? Be right back. Okay, so real quick, just to show you guys, I've finished my 8th round, and you can see that my hat is starting to curve up. Well, this is actually going to be the outside of your beanie, so after we're done, we're going to be flipping it like this. Okay, so let me keep working on my beanie and I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, now I have my last round done and I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 from the beginning of the round, and then I'm going to switch my hook. So right now I'm going to take out my 5.0